Good evening, everyone. Hi. We're back. We're back for more Dragon Age. More Dragon Age Trespasser. I don't know if we'll finish it today. Thank you for the 35 months, Chromavision. Welcome to the age of... Oh my god. Wait, I can't do a record scratch. Dragons? Yeah, so that just happened. Yes. It's gonna get more elaborate every time. I mean, this will be the last chance for a while, maybe. Unless I'm still streaming Trespasser next week, which is, highly likely. So there was last week. Hi, we're playing the Trespasser DLC. For those who don't know, we've finished the main campaign, and we're on to the Trespasser DLC now. So last week I was like, there's a certain point that if we get to it, then I think that we are golden to be doing this in 2 streams. We did not get there, so I now have my doubts about us doing it in 2 streams. But it may be a case where we have just like an awkwardly sized stream next week, because I'm not really sure what the halfway point would be between what I have left. And yeah, so we're just gonna play it by ear. Maybe we'll make it all the way to the end, and maybe we won't. Yeah, so okay, so 1 second. Okay, just seeing some stuff. I should do a previously on, because I feel like things been happening. The thing about the finale, and the reason why I made like an extended recap video for last week, was because like you find out so much, as you might expect. You might find out so much in the finale of the main campaign. So I don't think, unless anyone missed it and wants me to, it's all available on YouTube, which I can link to right now actually. But I don't think that I will play the previously on, certainly not the full previously on again. We don't need to know the entire backstory of the whole series for just the Trespasser DLC. But the main important things for the recap, I suppose, to know, that you need to know, is that there was this guy named Corypheus. He's one of the original Darkspawn. He became a Darkspawn by breaking into what was, according to the Chantry, heaven. And according to the Chantry, the Maker cursed him and made him one of the first Darkspawn. I say one of because he was with a whole group of Tevinter Magisters who broke into heaven, which known as the Golden City at the time, now known as the Black City, a place that is always visible everywhere in the Fade, which is the land of spirits, dreams, magic, demons, all that fun stuff. You can see the Black City everywhere in the Fade, but you cannot really get to the Black City, and most of the time you can't get to the Fade at all except in dreams. But mages do have a stronger connection to the Fade. That is how they are magic users, because that's where magic comes from. So, as a powerful mage, Corypheus and his buddies were like, at the behest of their own old gods, were like, we're gonna break into heaven and we're gonna become gods, or we're gonna steal it for our gods, or I don't know, something. I don't remember their exact motivation. Power was their exact motivation. Sticking it to the Chantry. And according to the Chantry, they were cursed by the Maker, and that is what caused the first blight. As they came back, they were blighted, they spread it everywhere, Darkspawn became a thing. Darkspawn spend most of their time below ground in the deep roads, which are the now abandoned kingdoms of the dwarves, wandering around looking for the old gods of Tevinter, who apparently were the ones who were pushing Corypheus and his buddies to go do this. Then when the Darkspawn find an old god, they taint it with the blight. It awakens as an archdemon. It takes control of the Darkspawn horde. It sends them above ground, and that's a blight. That's what happened in the first game of Dragon Age. So Corypheus is a big deal because it's kind of his fault that blights happened. However, according to Corypheus, when he got to what was apparently the Golden City at the time, he was like, no, it wasn't. And also, there was no maker. So what do you think of that? So his goal, having awakened after a very long time, with kind of no idea what Darkspawn are because they didn't exist when he was last awake, and now he is one. He got his hands on an ancient elven artifact that allowed him, through performing a ritual and sacrificing the divine, aka the fantasy pope, he did a ritual that tore open the sky and made a giant rift known as the Breach to the Fade. We Galadriel too interrupted that ritual, and in doing so, we got a little tiny rift on our hand called the Anchor that Corypheus had wanted because it would have allowed him to control the rifts and the Breach and step physically into the Fade unharmed, because he plans to go take that empty throne for himself and become a god. But we fucked it up kind of accidentally. An organization called the Inquisition was created to combat all this. There was just a whole lot of other shit going on that I won't get into, but the main thing is we became the Inquisitor. We lead the Inquisition. We were going after Corypheus. We defeated him. It was all grand, but there was some I guess what's important for Trespasser DLC is we discovered some interesting details along the way. So along the way, sort of in the background, we've been kind of learning stuff about, we are a Dalish elf, so we've been kind of learning stuff about elven lore. The whole deal with the Dalish is that a lot of their culture has been lost. There's a lot of lore about and legend about ancient elves and them apparently being immortal and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of stuff that is unconfirmed because to Winter mostly, but because of a lot of destroying of elven culture and trying to assimilate them and stuff like that. So Dalish elves are those elves who try to follow the traditional ways as much as they can with their very limited knowledge of what ancient elves were like, and still they are nomadic because they have the beliefs about magic that makes it hard for them to stay in one place. So we were a Dalish elf, and we were learning all kinds of things from one of our companions, Solus, who was an expert on the Fade. And through his journeys in the Fade, he was kind of a loner who spent a lot of his time hanging out in the Fade, making friends with spirits, walking through dreams, all that fun stuff. And he, through walking through the Fades, was apparently finding memories and stuff that allowed him to know a bunch of stuff. So we started a romance with him. We got romantically involved with him. He was all cryptic about this is a bad idea, and we were like, why? And he's like, reasons, but went through with the romance anyway. And then he was like, also, I found out that your Velasleen, which is the Dalish face tattoos, which are supposed to honor the elven gods, he was like, actually, those in ancient elven times were slave tattoos. Solus doesn't believe that the ancient elven gods were actual gods. He thinks they were just powerful beings of some sort, but not actual gods. And so we were like, oh shit, that's a pretty big revelation, but we trust you. So we let him remove the face tattoos, but then he broke up with us, and we were real sad about it. And then after that, we found out that our old buddy Flemeth, Galadriel 2 doesn't know Flemeth, but we, as the players, know Flemeth from the very first game. She pops up throughout. Turns out that she is the spirit of Mythal, who is another elven god, inhabited her. We also learned that Mythal was apparently murdered, and that's her spirit has been hopping bodies since then. we found out that another elven god, Fen'Harel the Dread Wold, who in elven lore is believed to be a trickster god who tricked the creators, the Evenuris, the elven gods, tricked them into like banishment. So that is why the Evenuris are not like an active presence in our world. So that is the legend there. However, we met some ancient elves, and they were like, no, the Dread Wolf, Fen'Harel, did not, had nothing to do with Mythal's murder, and that was when we were like, we didn't even know she was murdered. We thought she was just betrayed and banished like the rest of the Evenuris. Yeah. So all that was happening. Solus broke up with us. Solus left us completely after Corypheus was defeated. He just vanished. He bounced. He learned that the elven artifact that was used, the ancient elven artifact that was used to create the breach, was broken when we defeated Corypheus, and he seemed real sad about that, and then he bounced and answered none of our questions, and we were very confused and sad and heartbroken. But us as players, we as characters don't know this yet, but us as players got a bonus extra credit scene where Solus met up with Flemeth, who we now know is the goddess Mythal, met up with Solus, and she revealed that Solus is the Dread Wolf. So he also ancient elven god, which leads a lot more support to him being like, no, the Evenuris were not gods. They were just like powerful beings. So we're like, oh shit. Yeah, he would know, I guess. And yeah, so that was the big revelation there. Cut to the Trespasser DLC. It's been 2 years since Corypheus was defeated, and there's still been like little rifts, like little leftover rifts from the breach. But the breach itself is completely closed, and we've been running around closing the little rifts, and everything's been great. But it means that now we're like this organization with this big army, and the two kingdoms closest to us, the Kingdom of Ferelden and the Empire of Orlais, are a little bit like, what now? Because the Inquisition had a specific purpose of defeating Corypheus and closing the breach, and we did that. Why are we still around? So to that end, our friend Cassandra, who is the new divine, called an Exalted Council for us to discuss the future of the Inquisition. We met back up with all of our friends. They have all been doing various things. Varric is the Viscount of Kirkwall. Wow, I'm getting so many messages. Hold on. Vivian's been trying to rebuild the Circle of Magi. Sera's been running Friends of Red Jenny. Dorian is trying to create a cool, progressive political group in Tevinter and is back as Tevinter's ambassador for this Exalted Council. Who else? Who else am I missing? Cullen, Josephine, and Leliana still are advisors, still working for the Inquisition. Ironbull also technically still working for the Inquisition with Krem and the Chargers, though it seems like we don't see him a lot because the Chargers are off doing a lot of stuff. Same with Cole, also still working for the Inquisition. It seems that he has been specifically doing spy work for Leliana, though at our request has not been doing like murders. So that's nice. He just goes and helps free people who've been captured and stuff like that. So love you, Cole. Best viewers. No. Okay. Oops. Oh no. we double got it, Saberni. Wait, how do I now reban this person? We clicked at the same time. That's so classic. That's so classic. Okay, you got it. Thank you. I was like, wait, I don't actually know how to, because it went away. I guess I would have to like look him up specifically. Sorry, I've decided to adjust. The banhammer came down so hard it looped around to not being a banhammer anymore. The bammer. Yeah. Anyway, what else? Okay, so we whoopsie. Blackwall, who's going by his given name of Tom Rainier again, though we'll maybe keep calling him Blackwall for simplicity's sake, joined the Grey Wardens proper, survived his joining, so that's what he's been doing. He's been with the Grey Wardens. Cassandra obviously being divine, in more ways than one. Who am I missing? I guess also worth noting that Dorian's father was murdered, and so things are kind of wacky into Winter for him, and he kind of has to commit to staying into Winter now, and so we're sad about that. But he made like a magical telephone for us to call him with, so we're still gonna talk every day, okay? Solus, we don't know what the fuck is up with Solus. Leliana spies could never find him. We don't know what's up. He's around. We don't know what's up. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty much the whole gang and what they'd been up to in those 2 years. So, so we are trying to decide whether or not we want the Inquisition to continue to exist. Josephine clearly wants it to. Cullen is kind of like, I'm just ride or die for you, Josie and Leliana, so whatever you guys do, I'm here for it. And Leliana's kind of like, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to get rid of it. We ran into Mother Giselle, who was also like, we know from when we talked to her early on about the original Inquisition that like she the thing she found most impressive about the original Inquisition was that they willingly gave up power once they felt their mission was done. So it's kind of implied that she feels that is the right thing to do and the hard thing to do for us now. And I think that's the way we're leaning as well, is like maybe this is all we need. Maybe we have done what we set out to do and there's another path for us. The other thing that's important is our anchor seems to be kind of acting weird and going off, and it has been 2 years since. It's worth noting that when we originally got the anchor, it was killing us. It was only like through us stopping the breach from expanding that it stopped the anchor from expanding and consuming our body. Solus was able to like slow it before then, but like only us using it kind of slowed it down. And so the breach is closed. So in theory, maybe the anchor is stabilized, but it seems like it's not. It seems like the anchor is not stable, and we don't really have a breach to fuck around with to see if we can stabilize it again that way. So that's just been a concerning thing happening in the background. Hasn't been in the forefront. So we started the Exalted Council. Ferelden wants us to shut down. The Kingdom of Ferelden wants us to shut down. And Orlais wants control of us, basically. They're all like, no, stay around, but like, let us guide you. But like, that's their nice way of being like, no, we only want you to be around if we can control you. So we were having the first discussions there when Leliana had somebody come and get us from the Exalted Council. We left Josie to deal with the politicians, and we came out and we found a dead Qunari agent. So a Qunari agent had been murdered. This is bad for 2 reasons. One, how did a Qunari agent get into the Winter Palace, which is where we are holding the Exalted Council? 2, why dead? Why is it dead? Why? Who killed him? Concerning. So, so to that end, we followed his blood trail to an Evanuris, which is an ancient elven artifact that kind of only recently have started to be restored, and people finding them and stuff. They're mirrors basically that connect to the Crossroads, which is like kind of parallel to the Fade, kind of part of the Fade, kind of parallel to it. And the Crossroads is filled with other Evanuris that you can go from one Evanuris to another through the Crossroads, and it's basically portals that allow you to travel huge distances, but through the short distance of the Crossroads. So we went through the Evanuris, we followed the blood trail, we found the blood trail led to some ruins where we found a bunch of Qunari who want us dead, saw us on sight, and were like, fucking kill the Inquisitor and the Inquisition. So yeah, I've been saying Evanuris, haven't I? Evanuris are the elven gods. Eluvian is the mirrors. I just got the word Evanuris stuck in my brain. I'm sorry. I keep feeling like I've done my focus bad, and so I keep playing with it. Futzing around with it. Okay. Yes, eluvian, the mirrors. Eluvian, not Evanuris. Evanuris, gods, eluvian, portal mirrors. So we follow them through the eluvian, and through defeating the Qunari that we found there, we learned that they seem to be wanting to use the eluvian and the Winter Palace, the Winter Palace 2 stage, possibly an invasion of some kind, which is concerning because Qunari are... so there's like... Qunari is weird because the word refers to Qunari, the species, which are like the big, like gray-skinned horned fellas, which Iron Bull is. But then there's also Qunari, the culture, the religion, followers of the Qun, who believe very strictly that following the Qun is the right way to be, and so have done invasions in the past where they tried to convert everyone to the Qun. So that's concerning. Iron Bull was angry because he used to be part of the Qun. He used to be Qunari proper. He is now considered Tal Vashoth because he betrayed an alliance that the Inquisition had with the Qun in order to save Krem and the Chargers. So he was kicked out. And he's now frustrated that he doesn't know what's going on there. But we're happy because at least he's with us. Yeah, now. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with this. It's gonna be what it is. Anyway, so that's basically what's going on. Just lots packed into the last 2 streams. I feel like a majority of what I've recapped there was like big. Oh yeah, because the other thing we learned from the post-credits scene that we as characters, we when in character as Galadriel 2 do not know, but we as players know, is that the ancient elven artifact that Corypheus used to create the breach to begin with was Solas's, was the Dread Wolf's, and that he had like... Solas had been in a deep slumber for a long time and was too weak when he woke up to use it himself. We don't know what he wanted to use it for, but we know when he gave it to Corypheus, hoping that Corypheus would use it, that Corypheus used it to create the breach. So Solas was like, oh, that went badly, and that was a mistake. But what did Solas want to do with it then? Something similar? We don't know. Anyway, yeah. So real quick, we will jump over to some stuff that I left last stream because we were going for late. We've been going for a while, so I left it last stream. But we did uncover more. We've been covering all kinds of Hardened Hightown chapters. And I think this will be the latest one. I think chapter 17 was the farthest along we've got. We've been reading them out of order because we've been finding them out of order. But anyway, Hardened Hightown, chapter 18 by Varric Tethras. The rain stopped with a suddenness that suggested some enterprising footpad from the coterie had climbed up to shank the clouds. The fog drifted off to haunt a better part of the wounded coast, and as Donnan reached the chantry courtyard, the clouds parted to let a sliver of moonlight shine on the rain-swept flagstones. He stopped to catch his breath and tightened the torn-off coat sleeve he'd used as a bandage. The bleeding was slowing, which meant either the wound in his side wasn't that deep, or he was running out of blood to lose. Trying not to dwell on the latter, he pushed open the chantry doors. At this maker-forsaken hour, the chantry was lit only by the eternal flame at Andraste's feet. A single soul occupied the space, lighting a candle for the dead. She rose as Donnan staggered into the firelight. "Guardsman!" Lady Mariel pushed to help him into one of the pews. "Might want to wake up some of the healers," he managed a pained smile. "I wasn't sure you'd be here." Neither was I. Your message was a little vague. Mariel tried to examine his makeshift bandage, but Donan waved her away. He pointed toward the golden statue of Andraste. I had a friend deliver something for you, under the altar. Mariel cast him a skeptical look, but she climbed the dais and returned with a small oilcloth bundle. She picked apart the wrappings knot and peered down at the rusty blade inside, specks of dried blood still clinging to the pitted guard. The sword of Hessarian, she breathed, almost a prayer. You can get it to the divine? Donan asked. She wiped at her eyes. I'll take it to her myself. What do you want in return? Donan struggled to his feet. Just put in a good word for me with the Maker, your ladyship. You never know when I might need it. And he walked away, leaving her standing in the firelight with history in her hands. So there was that. That was fun. And then I just found a couple more little things that I'll read just randomly about. We'll do it real quick. No, I don't know, not a lot of drama put into this. Okay. A ruined picnic. Canal. Now that you mention it, the elf hanging about the tavern does look familiar, but I can't imagine why she would have been at your cousin's wedding. Perhaps she was one of the servants attending on Duke Verney after he slipped into the mud pond and onto that wasp's nest at the picnic. Maker, I'm still not sure how that happened. Anyway, that's... Sera, so silly, Sera. Conduct becoming the Inquisition. To all members of the Inquisition, it has come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behavior expected from us during this Exalted Council. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the Imperial Court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you have overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they are not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. If you are steered into an argument about the Inquisition's politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. If all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Sincerely, Lady Montilier. So it sounds like things have been going well and that everybody's been keeping cool heads and all that. Containment. We have contained news of the Qunari corpse found in the West Plaza. A few servants saw the bloodstains, but we quickly spread misinformation about infighting between Orlesian nobles. So far as palace rumor is concerned, whoever was hurt or killed was a casualty of the game, not an outside player. Cook's note. Yes, for Our Lady's sake, there was an official menu for the first day of the visit from the Inquisitor during an Exalted Council, but the paper was so old it fell apart in my hands. Our so famous sous chef needs to come out of her sulk, because we are doing eggs à la Valfray, and we will need enough cream sauce for tonight's course. The Council of Heralds and the Fereldans are in a pretty fit after the Inquisitor abandoned the talks. Dinner must be tremendous, or we'll hear about it. Okay, and then I did a teeny tiny bit of playing off stream where just like under half hour where I went some new places and the Crossroads had opened up and I went to find more side quest stuff. If you'll remember, we fought like a revenant over a chest and there was stuff. In one of these rooms, I found this moldy journal. There was a room that's like just, you can kind of see it in this image, but it's just like grand chair in a small room, and the other one was like just like a dead end of a cave. Anyway, moldy journal. Mold and rot have eaten most of the pages of these books. The remaining vellum is covered in spiky handwriting with spelling that is either archaic, wildly idiosyncratic, or both. So yeah, you can see. I saw it cross from the Volca, that which draketh souls down to its larder in the brine dark. His beast preyeth on humblewits and goldsworn, even and the tower's keeper. And goldsworn even, and the tower's keeper declares, I will rest here if it would ease me. The elven, which pulled me grip up from my end, kens he is last of his kind. I saw it cross from the Volca, which that which drinketh souls down to its larder in the brine dark. His beast preyeth on humble wit. Wait, no, I just read did I just read that? Hold on. Yes, I did just read that. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay, let me go back to, his last was kind. I made it known Elvens that live south-like, but he says it would not be as it was, and I said that's ever true, and he laughed lark-like. Come dark, he showed me a mirror, deep strange, an eluvian, sworn to being in his family for, and then I think that's the last one. Yeah, it's the wacky spelling. I was so focused on it, I didn't notice I was rereading the same thing. Okay, and then these are more notes on methods of enchantment, which we found last time. Notes on methods of enchantment, notes on the second attempt. Elegance eludes me. The aim is to improve the coordination of the body and sharpen the perception of the heart, but grafts do not live long enough to plumb their worth. The current process is ruin. This batch is lost. Begin again. Notes on methods of enchantment, notes on the third attempt. 2 enchantments whose matrices should have meshed, caught. Matrices should have meshed, caught. The combustion caused such damage it broke several previously forged pieces. There is now a resonance between them, however, and light on my thoughts. An enchantment linked in tandem. As the neck turns, the head or the wrist twists the hand. We also found a hat that we gave to a skeleton. I'll maybe, if it's still there, show it to you when I next pop over to the Crossroads. So yeah. That should do us. Let's dive into the game. Let's dive into the game proper. There we go. There we go. Let me get them ears and hope that everything's at a good level. Oh my. Okay. Oh God, what did I just do? I think I pressed something. Hang on.
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
We sure do. I don't think anybody else has new stuff to say. Except Cole for some reason. I last time thought I had talked him out of everything he has to say, but I think he actually now has more stuff to say.
He died in the darkness so a blue rose could bloom.
Oh, it's a Mass Effect reference.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. All right. He doesn't have anything else. He said something else for me that was very interesting before, and I thought I reloaded, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I've lost it. But it was very interesting. It was definitely about Solus. Anyway, let's go through back through the eluvian, which has been moved over here and is very guarded because a dead Qunari stumbled out of it. Okay. Oh yeah, I was thinking, I don't know, if we have time, maybe I'll hop to one of my other cities. There, I gave the skeleton a top hat and he looks great. He just looks fabulous. We're so happy for him. Yeah, but I thought about maybe at some point while I'm here, jumping to... I'll maybe try and get farther along the game so I don't accidentally spoil something, but jumping to my human playthrough, or maybe even my dwarven playthrough, and just showing the difference between how the Crossroads looks when you're an elf versus how it looks when you're not an elf. Because, as I said last time, it's different! Okay, the only other thing you missed when we ran in here is this, this stone bridge appeared, and there were Qunari running across it, and we were like, whoa, that wasn't there before, things are changing, what's up with that? It seems like they found a way to change it. We better follow them. So this is the eluvian we'll go through, but I will show you what I did off stream. I interacted with this egg, and that allowed us to create this new bridge. We'll see that it doesn't stay. Oh no, you guys! Oh no! But yeah, it just yeah, it builds itself around us as we go, so that's fun. And Cole said something along the lines of like, because like the Crossroads is.
Let's see where our horned friends were headed.
Let's do it. It being like the Fade means that like the stone remembers. He was talking about it remembers and is making the path because it remembers the path. Anyway, interesting. Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure I have access to guides if I don't find. There's a few codex entries that I'm like, it is vital that we find these. Some of the loading screens are the, what have people been up to? Yeah, there's my hand going off again.
Far. Be ready.
Why is it glowing? Why is my hand glowing? Oh, there they go. Hello! Ready to rave. I mean, that is the new power we got, is basically a rave power. It makes a flickering green light, which, yeah, I'll reference back to my content warning, at the end of which is a warning for photosensitivity. Some magical effects are very flashy, as we can see right now, but I do find that particularly the anchor discharge ability is very, like, flickery. Not like a full strobe effect, but enough to potentially be a problem for some people. Okay.
Song screaming far away. It wants to wake up but can't remember how. No one should be here.
We need to find out what these Qunari were up to.
Sure.
So let's go see, shall we?
Yeah. I guess another previously on thing to remind everybody about
Looks like there was a bad cave-in.
Is that we did learn that like Titans were real and that lyrium is their blood and they maybe are still sleeping deep beneath the earth, like the stone seems to be their skin. There's something going on there. Yeah. Qunari Writing. This paper is covered in what appear to be mathematical calculations. An extremely precise and detailed sketch of the wall has been heavily annotated in measured angles, dimensions, and several lines of text in Qunlot. Whatever conclusions were drawn about the measurements are lost. The page has been ripped, seemingly by sharp teeth, and much of the remaining paper is hidden by a hardened layer of dried blood and dust from the cave-in. Concerning.
Look at all that. The Qunari have a huge operation here.
But why?
Look at the... wow. It's pretty. It's pretty.
Explosions in an underground ruin. Let no one ever say the Qunari don't live dangerously.
Excuse me, everyone. Excuse me.
Once again, your mark is glowing. Are you all right?
Well, maybe the anchor can make itself useful down here.
The game reminding me that if I need to see in the dark, I can do this.
The Qunari were definitely up to something. Excavating that cave-in, maybe.
Hello.
Watch out!
I'm trying to remember if we meet spiders down here. I feel like we don't. Or maybe we do. I feel like it's mostly doomstalkers, though. many explosions! What fun, Dorian.
How desperate are the Qunari to work in these conditions?
Yeah, what are they doing? Ooh. Torn Notebook in the Deep Roads, Section 1. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues along with matching the ones in the area, along with notes and what looked like attempts to practice Kunlot. Embossed, you all are. Abandim, they all are. Absam, we all are. Oh, it's conjugating the whole thing. If Fen'Harel truly has agents working against us, then the Dread Wolf must be laughing at me. The Blight takes my clan, so I go to Kirkwall. Kirkwall goes to ruins, so I flee to the Qun. Now the Qunari bring me down into the lightless depths, and for what? Because the nursery rhymes I remember from childhood make me an expert on ancient elves. These statues are old, better shape than anything I've seen on the surface. Many of them are for Mythal, though, and Fen'Harel, not in a spot of honor, but guarding, attending. Protector and All-Mother, why are you honored here, so far from the light of the sun? And why was the Dread Wolf at your side? Well, they seemed pretty friendly when I saw them in the post-credit scene. Also, Flymouth is, dead? Souls appear to have, like, absorbed her.
It's singing where no one can hear.
Ooh, listen to Cassandra. Don't mind if I do.
To all the places we have been, I hardly expected to find us in another cave.
Come now. This isn't nearly the gloomiest cave we've been dragged
Yeah,
to.
this one's kind of pretty. Not as pretty as the Descent one, but pretty for similar reasons, with like nice lyrium veins and. I want to see what do we have in here. Trying to explore everything while my hand's still lighting it up.
Look, someone up ahead.
Okay.
I think he's human.
I'll go talk to him in a second. I just want to explore everything first. Oh, maybe I did already. So yes, we came from there, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Oh, can we go through here at all? Okay, I might have to use this again. I'm really overusing my anchor power. Yeah, because you're there. That's where that person is. And then we can kind of see through there. Okay. Okay, let's go see what that person's up to. Hello.
Stay back. Oh, wait. Your hand.
I know.
Are you the Inquisitor?
Odd to find a human down in the deep roads at all, let alone one surrounded by Qunari.
We don't have much time. Please, what the Vir Dirthara is doing, you have to stop her.
The Vir Dirthara?
She's the leader of the Qunari here. She hates magic. Her job was to study it and stop it at all costs. Not anymore. I don't care whether you serve Fen'Harel or not. Someone has to stop her.
What?
Why do the Qunari think that the Inquisition serves Fen'Harel?
Why?
I don't know. The Vir Dirthara said it, and well, you're Dalish. It made as much sense as anything. We've had agents of Fen'Harel causing trouble all over the Crossroads. Sabotage, making spirits attack us. I assume the Inquisition was their army. That you came here because Fen'Harel told you to.
Who are you exactly?
My name is Jerran. Sir Jerran, once. I was a Templar in Kirkwall, until I joined the Qun.
You're Qunari?
Kirkwall was madness. Chaos. The Qunari were like the eye of a storm.
Yeah, you'll recall.
I stand for order and discipline.
A lot of people were joining the
Protecting the
Qun,
innocent
actually,
from magic.
when they were there.
But this plan... it's as mad as Meredith ever was.
What do you mean? This Vir Dirthara's not doing her job anymore?
Almost a complete reversal, actually. This place is a lyrium mining and processing center. The Qunari need it for... Have you ever heard of Sarabas? It's a mage. Except Qunari mages are much more dangerous than those among humans or elves. Even as a Templar, I'd never seen anything like the power Sarabas can unleash. And now Vir Dirthara is giving them lyrium. A lot of lyrium. It's part of something she calls Dragon's Breath. There's more to it than that, but I couldn't find out what. The Qunari don't like it when you ask too many questions.
They sure don't.
Where are we? Why are there elven mirrors in the deep roads?
This place is close to something like a lyrium spring. The more we mine, the more there seems to be. As for the mirrors, I don't know. Maybe the elves were mining here too.
The Qunari can't be mining their own lyrium. It kills anyone who tries, other than dwarves.
It killed the Qunari at first. But Qunari workers have a discipline only Tranquil can match. And they're quick learners. They figured it out.
What are you doing down here?
The Qunari wanted me to teach them everything I knew about lyrium. Where it comes from, everything it can do, how we put it to use. I knew enough from my time in the Order. They figured out more. I'm not sure how. Maybe they got to the Carter.
That's not seriously the name of the plan, is it? Dragon's Breath.
You know that most Dragon's Breath destroys everything in its path, right?
I've been in the way of that
save the
breath.
South. That can mean only one thing. An invasion. This mine is the only source of lyrium the Qunari have. They're using Gatlock, the explosive powder in the round casks, to mine, so they don't have to touch raw lyrium. If you get the primers from Central Supply, you can prime the Gatlock and detonate it. The mines will go up in flames.
Even if I succeed, will that really stop the Vir Dirthara?
It would be a start. Deep Stalkers and Cave-ins will cut off reinforcements, but they'll still come when they hear trouble. You've got to find the Vir Dirthara to end this war before it begins.
Okay, well, we're gonna let them live. We've been all about second chances here.
There's no telling how bad things will get when I destroy the mine. You'd better get moving.
I will. Good luck, Inquisitor.
Let's go. We have a lyrium mine to ruin.
Our poor hand! Okay, oh, there's a supply cache. Okay, everybody drink up. Well, maybe I won't use it until there's a whole mess of guys on the other side of this door.
Sound good.
It's fine. It's fine. Everybody be cool. Just gonna... Oh, it's Deep Stalkers. Well, I was gonna do this fight before... I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. There is a mess of them. I was like, my thought was like, I'll do this fight before I resupply because we might, you know, get hurt a little bit. But it seems like nobody did. Seems like we're golden. So I'm gonna resupply right now. And then everything will be great. Okay. Oh no, it's dark in here. What if I just light up the place with my lightning instead of using more of my anchor ability that I wasted exploring something that it turns out I had properly explored already. Whoopsie. Whoop. And you know what? I would expect more light coming off of this big wall of fire that Dorian's put up for us. Find the Gatlock, sure. Sure.
It shouldn't be this dark. Dwarven buildings are lit by molten rock. That doesn't just go out.
Hey, okay. Charred note. This note is written in both Common and Kunlot. The letters are shaky. These walls of blue flame were cast by the agent of Fen'Harel as he ran through this place, bringing chaos and destruction. Do not light fires from them. Do not go near them. Fen'Harel's mage servant made them to hamper us, and they bring only death. Sure. Oh, was that loot? That might have been loot. Anything else up here? Just this? Okay. Ooh. Were any of you... Okay, I don't think any of these were loot, actually. Okay, well, can I use you to get me safely back? Will we get far enough away? No, I didn't get safely back. Okay, sweet. That was, I believe, the codex entry that I wanted to find here. So nice. It's a weight off my chest that happened so early. We can now just focus on... we can now just focus on blowing this place up. This was the most important one to find too, because I don't know that this place is accessible afterwards. I'm pretty sure everywhere else is until we get past a certain story moment. Gosh, I'm so turned around. Okay, no, I want to be going over here. Yeah. Okay. Fire or electricity damage. What type of staff do I have? Electric? I want to say it's... Yes, electricity. Okay.
Here they come!
If I had managed to set that off just a touch earlier, I wouldn't have blown up Cassandra. Whee! Anyone's near enough that for it to be useful. Oh! Oh my. A lot of rocks fell down. Oh yeah, you'll notice there's a bunch of bees, and that's because I gave, despite it not being as good as Cassandra's previous weapon. Aha, okay. I gave her the, you'll see the here, I'll go right up to her. She has the,
it took an exalted march
beehive on a
to stop the
stick.
Qunari, and that barely worked. If they strike now, Thedas may fall.
The beehive on a stick that, that Cullen's dog retrieved for us, bless his heart. Ooh, I will listen to Dorian anytime. But first I'm gonna get him to come closer to me by becoming invisible for a second. Okay.
All this lyrium. If the Qunari wanted, they could make a fortune.
The Qunari interrupted him.
Wrong song, the wrong blood. They don't know how we stand it.
Stop learn because in just a few years I'm open to a cultural exchange.
Well, he was already dead when I sent that out. Oopsie. Okay, okay.
There's one of the mining platforms. Now we just need primers.
Yeah. Okay, there's a ladder over there. Oh, there's a whole section over here too. Oh gosh, this place is gonna be a maze, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna come down here. Here's more stuff to blow up, I think.
Tricks and trials so the singing stones don't kill them.
Hello. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. Hello. Where are you going?
Barely holding together.
Eventually I'll switch her back to the best, her better weapon. Oh, there was in the shop a really expensive, but I have a lot of money, a really expensive, terrifying, like, eldritch horror sword. That I was like, do I buy this and give this to Cassandra? She'll have her beautiful...
That Templar was telling the truth. The primers should be in here.
Okay, cool. She was, wearing this, like, beautiful, holy armor of the divine, and then I give her this horrifying sword that I assume is quite good. I should check what her weapons do. But... that's that.
What a well-oiled operation the Qunari have. I think we should explode it, don't you?
Yeah! Okay. The primers will be across that. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, and what's in here? See, what maze? Oh, it's such a maze! I was gonna go back and explore another area after I was gonna do this first and then explore another area, but, like, maybe I'm...
The Qunari! Look out!
Okay.
Come closer.
Excuse me? Who the fuck said that?
Come closer.
Trying to hide? Really?
Hi. Joke's on you, sneaky little Qunari.
Do you fear the dark, Inquisitor?
I don't think I've ever been invisible here before, so I can't hang out with them. Well, they think they're being so fucking sneaky, and I'm right here. Invisible, but my hand is glowing. Anyway. Yeah, now who's afraid of the dark?
Come closer.
Did you say that as you were dying, or is somebody else whispering "come closer" creepily? Oh, that's another ladder. Is that the ladder I came down? Oh my god, I'm so turned around. Okay. I think it might be. This is why this was the place I was most concerned about potentially missing stuff in. And I fully had the guide open to make sure that I got that codex. But then it turns out I found it quite easily. I had at least seen which okay, that just goes around in a circle. I had at least seen which, okay. Let's go down here and get the primers. I had at least seen which,
Almost there.
wow, this is quite lovely. Which area, like, if I looked at the map, it's that it was in the, like, lower walkway or whatever it was called. Ow. Oh, it's a Cerebos. Oh, no. Eee. Oh, no. It's fine. Hello. Oh, yeah. Thanks. My armor? Something. I have something that I didn't raise full health, so I don't think it was Dorian. I think I have something on that has a chance to trigger resurrection at half health. I think it's my armor. I think it's my masterwork thing. Wow, everybody could be doing better. I've been burned by Cerebos before. Literally. I just want to get him out of there. Okay. Plus we just talked to a guy who was like, they're so powerful, they're the most powerful mages you've ever seen in your whole dang life. Oh, who's over here? Hi, come to me. Come to me, though. Come to me and blow up. Come on, if you just come a little closer, you'll step into this fire. They're not letting him. They kicked his ass too good. My team's just too strong, bless their hearts. Okay. Okay, there's more resupply up there and primers? It looks like there's primers up there. I think it's just the ladder there. Yeah, that'll be the primers and stuff. Just want to make sure that I looted everything. Yeah, okay, cool. Ooh, a book. Communiqué in the Deep Roads. Half of this message is written in an unfamiliar alphabet, probably Kunlat. The rest is in common, carefully lettered by someone who was clearly struggling with the language. Vir Dirthara Kith. The Baz disruption of the Atashi Yasara must be ended at once. Hurrah decreases with each. This line is crossed out. The Dragon's Breath must be complete. Locate the and eliminate Baz Hisra. This is also crossed out. Eliminate agents of Fen'Harel. Time runs out. Interesting.
Look at all that lyrium. I think I just heard the entire Magisterium cry out in envy.
Wow. It's pretty, too. Yeah, see, and there you go. There's a little bit winged victory, but the mythal statues. There's Fen'Harel statues over there. Okay, supply cache. Oh, let's take all these primers.
We've got the primers. Let's go explode some Gallock.
Alright, everybody drink some potions, and I'm gonna get us more. Everybody drink up. Cassandra doesn't need to. Of course she doesn't. Who's surprised? Not me. Okay. Now the quest markers will surely keep me from getting lost, right? Ah, hello! Whee! What if I pushed you off the edge? Oh. Yeah, I didn't think that was... I mean, he needed to be up on the ledge for that to have worked. And even then it might not have. There might have been an invisible wall. Whoa, ma'am. Whew. Ooh, oh. There she goes. Ragdolling down the stairs. Okay. Oh, something else to read. Oh, for fuck's sake, that's not what I meant to press. Torn Notebook in the Deep Road, Section 2. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues matching the ones found in the area, along with notes of what look like attempts to practice Kunlap. They say the agent of Fen'Harel caused trouble in the Crossroads. I wish I knew. I wish whoever fights in the name of the old wolf was around to fight when the Darkspawn took my clan. Mine is not to question. I have chosen the Qun. The Qun will protect me. Rethost, you all protect. Rethadim, they all protect. Rethsam, we all protect. These statues are older than anything I saw in my days with the clan. The area is dwarven, though. What were the ancient elves doing down here? Mining? Where were the dwarves? Easier to have them mine it, not a trading post. You don't go into a friend's home, knock over their gods, and put up your own. War? I don't remember any legends about our people fighting the dwarves, though I remember my keeper telling a story about how the dwarves fear the sun because of Elganon's fire. A metaphor for the elves of Arlathon driving the dwarves underground. The Qunari like metaphors. I should share that. Interesting. Whoa, run, run! Whee! Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. Everybody run! Okay. Oh, hello. I don't think I actually blew up the other one. I think I only placed the primer. So don't let me forget that when I'm scrambling around going, wait, where's the last one? Okay. Oh my. Oh. Where are you guys going? Well, you guys keep fighting while I find this loot. Oh, sure. Interesting ledge. Torn Notebook in the Deep Road, Section 3. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues, etc., etc. We've heard that. Trying to remember the old bedtime song about Mythal. My mother sang it the night before the Darkspawn came for my clan. It's the last time I ever heard her voice. Irsa Telnal, Mythal Lasma Theneras, Ir Sana Ama, Him Soles Evanuris, Da Dirgan Lin, Banal Malas Elgra, Belanaris. Written beside each elven line is a corresponding phrase, likely a translation. Well, we know Solus means pride. I empty, filled with nothing, ? Mythal gives you dreams. It fills you within you, ? Making our leaders proud. My little stones. Never yours the sun. Forever, forever. Heren says we had lost some of the old words. What if they have changed? Durgan Lin from Durgan Len. Little dwarves, never yours the sun. What did Mythal do here? Something's wrong. The lights in the walls are fading. Going to find help. It's not safe without light. Itwa Ost, you all fall. Itwa Adim, they all fall. Itwa Sam, we all fall. How interesting. Anyway. Okay, you guys are doing great. I'm so proud of you. Excuse me. I exploded. Oh. Did you guys go over here? I feel like... Okay, there's a couple ways to go. Okay, well let me check and make sure I actually got the... Is it not on the map anymore? Actually got the primer over here. I don't think I did. I think that's what the other one that was on the map. Although it looks like it's exploded. Okay. Never mind. Alright. Oh, the ladder's much closer. Let's go that way? Let's go that way. I think I went all the way around before. It's a lot of hello. Oh no. Friends, come help me. He's got a shield. He's got a shield, so I gotta be behind him. And if I'm the only one here, he'll never be behind me. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay invisible until y'all catch up. Where are you going? Where are y'all going? Yeah, stay down. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Everybody chill out. He's dead. Oh yes, we came this way. Okay. I hear the loud sound of rushing water. I do remember this. I do remember this. Whoop, whoop.
That's it. Let's get out of here and warn the others about this Dragon's Breath plan.
I doubt the Oxman or that rising floodwater will make it.
I should have gone back the way I came. Okay.
For us.
What's important is we didn't explode, okay? And we just had to get away from the exploding. To make that happen! This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. God dang shields again. Yeah, exactly. This is fine. Be not on your feet so I can get you. The bees everywhere are out of control. Oh, okay. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Can I get through this way? Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to open up my hand again, aren't I? I am. Okay. I can't see anything. Oh. Okay. Yay, look at all this pouring water. Oh, lovely. Oh, isn't this fun? We're back to the lower walkways.
Buzz, do you see me?
Ma'am? Yes. You're a lot less sneaky when you whisper, also. It is a very creepy thing to say. I'll give her that. I'll give her that. Before I did see her, it was very scary. But when you're actively fighting me, it loses a bit of its effect. Okay, yes, through here. Oh yeah, there's the fire. Okay. So yes, I have to get up. Ooh, this is quite pretty. Anyway, I'm focused. I'm focused on getting out of here. Fuck, how do I do that? Oh, no, I am going the right way. Okay, great. Great news. Hello! In fact, how can I'd like to aim at this. Okay, fine, I'll just detonate it. Detonate it the old-fashioned way.
Looks primed. We should see where that leads.
Quicker way out of here than the door. Ooh, orders! Elf Iskara. Our Templar brother is in need of re-education. He must be located and returned at once. Vir Dirthara. Uh-oh, that's our buddy. The one who warned us about everything. Yeah, okay.
We'll have to find another way.
That's alright, we blew up our another way. That's alright. We're getting through here. Yes. You know what? Let's go around this way. Wee. Just in case there's stuff. Which way am I going? Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, let's keep going this way. Fine. I'll use the light again too. I can see where I'm going. Oh, is this little section again? Is this the direction I want to go in? Yes. Yes? No, this is the direction I want to go in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Never make me escape somewhere that's a maze. You put me in a maze that's slowly filling in with water, that'll be the end for me. Okay, Grand Stairway, that's where we came in, so... in theory, we're good. See, they did get our buddy.
He didn't make it far.
But what's important is we have his stuff now. The water sounds loud. Okay, that was me just double checking there's nothing on the way. Let's keep going! Everything's gonna be fine! Are we gonna blow ourselves through? No, they don't. We don't have any primers left. Okay, we gotta go this way. We gotta go this way. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
So, who gets to tell Cullen and Josephine we're probably at war with the Qun? Anyone? Ugh, they're going to kill me.
Okay. Oh boy, everything's a crumbling. Alright, everyone through the mirror. Chop chop.
Dragon's breath.
Hi guys.
The Qunari always enjoy their metaphors.
We were just reading about that.
What does it mean?
Who knows? Qunari agents moving through eluvians to attack the south is bad enough already.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Fen'Harel.
Yeah, you know what? Solus believed they were real.
We know that Mythal actually exists. It's possible Fen'Harel is still here in some form, too. What you describe in the ruins certainly implies that the Dread Wolf of Elven legend is a real person.
But how does that implicate us? What made them decide that the Inquisition serves this Fen'Harel?
Hopefully we will learn more after we have
It's not like we have any direct
Let's see the
connections.
Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from this dragon's breath.
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now, our only lead is the Qunari leader, the Vir Dirthara.
Gentlemen!
My apologies, Lady Josephine. There has been an incident with one of your soldiers.
Uh-oh.
How dare you? It was bad enough that the Inquisition chose not to inform the Exalted Council of the Qunari corpse.
Orlais would have been happy to help with the matter.
Yes, yes,
But
you're
now
so
your own
nice.
guards are attacking servants? You have overstepped your bounds.
Hey, well, you know, cooler heads prevail.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention, gentlemen. I'll see to this personally.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Orlais stands ready to assist the Inquisition, as always.
Yes, yes.
Secrets and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem. How long before you drag us into another war?
I mean, I don't think we dragged you into any war. A lot of people showed up and started fighting, you know? And we just wanted to stop that.
What's going on here?
The Orlesians tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this.
Copy that, thank
When
you.
some noble commits a crime of fashion, you can take over.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me. How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
Well, he got a bomb.
That barrel there. Where did it come from?
I was ordered to bring wine for the guests.
You're lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are completely out of control.
No, we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
Buddy, I need you to chill out. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, this is gonna make everybody mad, but also it seems like you brought a bomb. Can't I be like, hey, what I'd like to do is ask the Orlesian guard to be like, hey, could you be a dear and detain this guy while we investigate this?
Please take the servant into custody.
Right away, Your Worship.
Inquisitor?
Ambassador Montillier will explain later. For now, please hold the servant for questioning.
As you say, Inquisitor, Lord Cyril will hear about this.
Yeah. Well, at least he's the one who's been trying to kiss my ass.
I also found this by the barrel. I can't read the language.
Mm-hmm. Take it to Bull. It's almost certainly Kunlot.
Did you resolve the problem with the guard? The guard is the least of our problems. Someone smuggled Gatlock barrels into the Winter Palace. Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us.
Sure.
At least now we know the true extent of the dragon's breath. How are you still smiling? Years of training as a bard, Inquisitor. We cannot show weakness now.
Sure.
Enemies could be watching. Or we can let them see as idle conversation between two friends. You think the dragon's breath is these Gatlock barrels? Of course. A surprise attack, even through the eluvians, would have met fierce resistance. But if everyone at the Exalted Council died in an explosion, the South would be rudderless, vulnerable to attack.
I mean, kind of similar
This is
to the
what
Conclave
Corypheus
explosion.
should have done after the explosion at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. An attack as swift and unstoppable as the breath of a dragon. The guard who confronted the servant said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Qunari writing. Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull, though I'm told my accent is atrocious.
Also, we could
These
show
are
it to
orders
the
for
Iron Bull.
positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vir Dirthara through the mirror marked by a bookcase. I've been hoping to meet the esteemed Vir Dirthara. How nice of her to invite us over. Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely. I will also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.
Okay. Well, I think this is a good place for us to take a little break. I'm gonna have a little snack and use the bathroom and all that fun stuff. It's like I do wonder. It's like I feel like you do get a few new messages and stuff as this goes along. Oh yeah, like there's one. Anything there? Anything there? Okay. Barrel removal. Barrels of Gatlock have been removed from every wing of the palace. The majority were placed at structural weak points, setting off the charges at a time when the palace was almost fully occupied, as it is expected to be during the last days of the Exalted Council. Could have ended in as many casualties from falling masonry as explosives. All available agents are making constant sweeps of the palace to ensure no barrel is missed, and that the Qunari attempt no further infiltration. Well. Hi, Charter. Nice to see you. Just do a quick look around. Yeah, and then we'll just chat with everyone because they probably will have new things to say. Anything new over here? I feel like probably new stuff is only in limited areas. Okay, we'll come back. We will chat. We will start chatting with Cassandra. And after we're talked to everyone else, we'll go to the library. And then, here, let me, look, we have... Yes, okay. Yes. So we do still have like 2 areas to go through. So we'll see how long the library takes us. And if it takes us long enough, then maybe I'll end it there and have a slightly shorter stream this time and then a short stream next time. Or if we get it done in decent time, we'll just power through and we'll do like a 4 or 5 hour stream as is my want with Dragon Age. But yes, in the meantime, I will be back in... I'm going to aim for 5 minutes. It might be closer to 10. So thanks for your patience. All right, I'll see you guys shortly. I'm back. I also didn't notice it in the... You might not be able to see it very well in the light. I need to find it exactly. I was like, I have such a corkscrew curl going on. What's that all about? Anyway, I'm back. Thanks for bearing with me. I've now had some food, so we're ready to go. But yes, Sabrina, don't worry if you have to, you know, go to bed. Don't worry, anyone, if you have to go to bed. It's okay. It's okay. Now, again, I don't know how late I'll go. Depends on how long the library takes, because it may be a case of like if it takes another hour, then I probably won't bother finishing tonight, because yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing where, like, if I get through this next bit... Sorry, I spoiled that it's called the library. We're looking for a mirror next to a bookshelf. It's called, yes, to some stuff. Anyway, this next section... but I feel like I remember the section after being, like, longer, because it's the more climactic area. But I could be misremembering that. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's shorter, because it's the more climactic area. But, like... I don't know. I don't hate the idea of letting the last section breathe a little bit and then having time to talk afterwards. So it may be a case where, like, if I only do one more section tonight, where next week it's like a really short stream and then we chat for a while. But it's not a bad idea for me to be trying to go to bed a little earlier also in the lead up to my hiatus. And I should still have next Thursday to stream. My biggest fear, and why I like kind of wanted to get through it in 2 streams, my biggest fear was that I would get so close to the end and then be on hiatus. And then we'd be on this huge hiatus before I finish Trespasser. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. There's a possibility that I'll finish it tonight. If not, it'll probably be a shorter stream next week. And I'll just chat about it a bunch afterwards and talk about the Dragon Age series in general and what I plan to do next, etc., etc. So to that end, let's dive right back into it. As soon as there we go. Find the right button to press.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Okay, they're not necessarily going to have new
later.
stuff to say, so this
Farewell.
might not take too long. Sera has got to surely have some... She was clocking that the... Hello. What are you guys up to? She was clocking that there was something weird about the servants before. So...
Need me for anything?
Nope.
Until later.
Take care.
No one has anything new to say. I mean, I guess that makes sense. The last time they had new stuff to say was like... A lot of it was personal stuff and not necessarily pertaining to what was going on. Anyway, here's the fucking... Okay. Cassandra. This is the horrifying, like, eldritch horror sword that I kind of want to buy for Cassandra. It's so expensive. But what else am I gonna spend money on? It's like over a third of my money, but like it's a very good sword, it looks like. It is less on attack. That's versus, hold on, let's actually give Cassandra her better weapon and not the weapon that I just like because it's a bee. Give her the bitter axe. Oh, the bitter axe is pretty good, actually. Now I look at it. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. Let's compare. Let's compare. Okay, so it's still better, but it's not as much better as I thought it was going to be. Chance to bind enemy with evil eye. Does have a lower attack rating. But do I want to just have it to have it? Are we just going to give Cassandra a collection of weapons to switch through? Just so that I can see her do it. Oh, there's area of effect damage? Well, interesting. Anyway, let's... Okay, hold on. I'll save. I'll do a little... Wait, I'll do a full save. I think I have enough room. I think I deleted enough saves to have a couple more saves. And then... Oh, wait, is it a two-handed? Oh. Oh. It's a two-handed. Oh. Well, I'm not taking Iron Bull anywhere. Never mind. Never mind, I don't want it. I thought Cassandra was gonna get to swing around an Eldritch Horror.
Something you need.
Hey, Cole.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe I did overwrite. Maybe I did. I wish I could remember exactly what he said. It was Solus related.
Hey, boss.
Hey, yeah. You should have things to say.
What can you tell me about the Qunari we're dealing with?
These aren't Ben Hasrath. They're specialists working for a Vidasala. Ben Hasrath handle normal security. The Vidasala's people focus entirely on magic. They find it, they study it, they neutralize it. And they must be desperate if they're using eluvians. I'd expect them to shatter any mirror they find.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
All right, anything new? Hey, Sera added anything new to this? Nope, I don't think so.
Qunari first, mix with elves, add dwarfs. Ugh, doesn't anyone drink their booze one at a time anymore? And the elves here are still squirrely.
Yeah, yeah, because some of them are Qunari.
We'll talk later.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
I think I've cracked that one, Sera. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Everything going all right so far?
I guess.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
All is well?
Yes, thank you.
And some of them, yeah, some of them... Listen, some of them we haven't cracked yet, but... we could maybe guess at this point, I suppose. I think we could probably guess at this point.
Inquisitor?
Like, even us as Galadriel, too, could guess at this point, not just us with our meta-knowledge. Be like...
I knew it was foolish to hope the Exalted Council would go smoothly. At least the sky hasn't torn open again.
Give it time. The day's still young.
God, that's...
Perhaps later, Leliana.
Unfortunately
I'll be
true.
right here if you need anything.
Thanks, Leliana.
I should look around.
Should I? I feel like I've been getting that a lot. Whatever, we're not worrying about it. We're not worrying about other stuff. I like this color combo. That outfit.
Darling, what can I do for you?
Nothing.
We'll talk another time.
I'm just checking in. Just checking in with everyone. Just in case you guys have new stuff to say.
This time of year, it'll be difficult to find a caravan to go all the way back home. Maybe a sea voyage. I could get captured by burly Qunari pirates.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Good day.
Good day to you.
Everyone's saying good day. Okay. I feel like there's not.
Those Fereldens, always afraid to mingle.
We all are scary to mingle with, to be honest. I think they're fine mingling with most people. What's that? What's lighting up over there? Oh, something to read. Ooh, licentious gossip? Notes carried back and forth by runners, covered in different handwriting. Okay, this is more of these guys. Okay. Have you seen that magnificent creature by the gazebo? Such a powerful frame when he struts about. This is your night on! What did he say? Go out, mingle, mingle, mingle! I remember that part. I remember mingle, mingle, mingle. Wow. 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 There's a quote I feel like I used to say a lot and have forgotten about. Okay. Such a powerful frame when he struts about. It's so charming seeing him behave as if he owned the place. The commander's new dog is precious as well. Oh my god. Well, that had me fooled. I thought you were talking about the dog. Good bait and switch. Anyway, I agree, regardless of which one you're talking about. It's the lovely Lady Pentecost that's caught my fancy. Make her those eyes. Again, you're not wrong. That's the most holy you're slavering over. Besides, does she even know your name? As if fate would be so kind. Wow. Wow. W, P, O, and P. I can't fault any of you.
Since so many gathered.
Okay, I think that's everything over here. I gotta go talk to Josie. Whee! Wait, I'll pop by Cole one more time, just in case he has more stuff to say.
I should look around.
For what? Ooh, something to read. Ah! There was another one of them. I got too distracted by the thing to read. There was another one of them ladies. Okay, more wager notes. Notes carried back and forth by runners covered in different handwriting. If so many royals weren't in jeopardy, Leonard, I'd say... Or Leonard? What should I say? I'd say we should let the Chevalier throw the Inquisition out of the Winter Palace. Signed, M. We're in accord. Their puffed-up soldiers are everywhere. One challenged me at the gate because the fool confused my house's mask with a family not even invited. Why do they think they are in charge if they can't master even basic courtesies? Signed, L. Disgusting. I caught an Inquisition soldier and a palace guard in a fist fight. Signed, A. What happened? Signed, M. That'll be what just happened. I stopped the fight, of course. We don't need this Exalted Council further out of hand. Signed, A. A terrible thought occurs. What if nothing gets decided? What happens to our wager, gentlemen? Signed, L. Maker forbid! If that comes to pass, we can give the royals to that farm your sister runs for retired chargers. Why are they only saying Leonard's/Leonard's name when I haven't decided on a pronunciation? At least the old war horses won't be left out in the cold. That's a nice idea. Okay, I guess I'll just briefly run over here. Anyway, I didn't catch where that Harlequin disappeared to.
Hello.
Hello.
Scout lays harding, swift
All right, Josie. See if you have anything to say, and then back through the mirror.
The Qunari will feel the loss of their lyrium. It is not an easy commodity to come by. You've done well. The
Thanks.
Exalted Council, meanwhile, has deadlocked.
Yeah.
Does that help us or not?
It is dangerous, yet also an opportunity.
Ah, high risk, high
You will be
reward.
called in soon. Move boldly and swiftly, and you may decide the outcome. You are their equal here, Inquisitor. It is time we reminded them of it.
Sure. Sure. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. I was trying to take a shortcut.
Maybe.
But that ended up taking much longer than it would have to just use the stairs. Ain't that how it goes sometimes. Alright, gang, let's go. Oh, yep. That's what happened before with this one. So we kind of saw it pop up. Okay, and it's leading from over there. I think I have explored everything in the Crossroads already. There was like, you can go up a path here. That's where one of the secret other bonus areas was. And then the area I showed you before where the bridge makes itself in front of you. Well, there they go. Wow, look how colorful. Another egg. Okay, so there is more to explore. Ooh. Wow. It is quite pretty. Swirling colors. Pretty leaves. And I'll follow those Qunari right away. ASAP. Ooh, something to read. Crumpled page. This notice written in an unknown language with the portly figure at the bottom of the ring, with a ring of keys and an unflattering scowl, is likely a jailer who once walked these flagstones. He's been drawn cross-eyed, with wiggling lines radiating from his backside. Very Sera coded. You do sometimes find things by our companions lying around.
We need to kill them first.
Yeah, but they don't come out until I putz about with their stuff. It really looks like Cole is stabbing me. I swear there's a guy. Yeah, there, he's moved more. There's a guy right by me. Stinky! So stinky. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Under my feet. Okay. All right. We're fine. Everyone's fine. We're all fine. Notes on methods of enchantment. Notes on the fourth attempt. The weave goes smoothly. Bound tightly between many items, the stress on the energy produces finer results than a singular enchantment. Using up the last of the stock was well worth it, as I explained to it as a courtesy before final work began. Adjustments to the underlay were a great success and will allow the receipt to be made with material taken from lesser animals if the need arises. Below the letters, possibly in lieu of a signature, is the stamp of a stylized Hala head. Taken together, diagrams and ratios carefully inked at the bottom of the last of these notes could be turned into a schematic that replicates the creation of these artifacts. Yes, so we won't make use of it this playthrough, but I think that means this is the last place, because you can make something out of those schematics. Okay. Whoopsie, whoopsie. You know, sometimes when the bridge disappears, I don't know where the bridge is. You know what I'm saying? Understand what I mean? Uh-huh. Yeah, wow, more pretty sky. And here's the bookcases with lots of stuff to read. Books in the Crossroads. A book from the Crossroads. Its pages are filled with numbers and letters splattered around the page in random order, like writing in a dream. Every other book on its shelf is filled with the same nonsense script. In certain lights, the letters appear to shift slightly out of the corner of the eye.
An eluvian marked by a bookshelf. This should be it.
Let us get answers from this Vir Dirthara.
I want to read first. Map of the Crossroads. This unsigned note was tucked into a bookshelf in the Crossroads as if left for someone to find. Do not stray from the marked paths. There are many mirrors. Some lead to danger. Do not linger longer than you must. At the bottom is a crude map of floating islands, some of which seem impossible to reach. Communal journal. This slim journal was tucked into a bookshelf in the Crossroads as if left for someone to find. Each entry is in a different hand. I've dropped rocks off a dozen ledges. I've not heard one hit bottom. This place has no bottom. Do not be here if you have no tasks here. An entry in Kunlot follows. Emmett missed the rendezvous. He said he was scouting the lower ledges and on orders. Another entry in Kunlot follows. Understood. No one's to go near that mirror. Interesting. Okay, I think that's everything to read. Let's go through. Oh. I left my phone outside. I may have to run and get it.
Old elven library.
It definitely saw a massive magical backlash some time ago.
Let's hope we can track down the Vir Dirthara in all this.
There's some hushed whispers droning in the background. Okay, I might pop out to grab my phone because, again, I want to make sure I find everything that I want to. And my throat. Whoa, she's going. That's what I get for eating. Okay. Vir Dirthara, Signs of Victory. The pages of this book, Memory, describe a monument made in a single afternoon by 1,000 toiling servants swarming over a lump of fallen stone as large as a collapsed mountain. By the end of the day, the stern figure of Elgar'nan stares down into the valley. Elgar'nan is one of the elven gods, one of the Evenurus. Down into the valley, carved out from the foothills of the rock. The slaves have disappeared. Light radiates from the Eidolon's narrowed eyes and its open, snarling mouth. Hail Argonon, first among the gods. Mark his victory eternal. Oh my. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go grab my phone. I will be right back. It'll be so short. It'll be like a minute. I'll be so quick. Okay, see you soon. And I'm back. Okay. Okay. Oh, so many more things to read. Vir Dirthara, Exile of the Forbidden Ones. The pages of this book, Memory, show the blazing forms of the Evanurus banishing a howling spirit from the reaches of the Fade that touch their lands. A voice rings out, stern and imperial. For abandoning the people in their time of greatest need, for casting aside form to flee to where the earth could not reach. We declare Zebenek and the others of her ilk exiled from the lands of the Evanurus. Beware, their familiarity with shape allows them to travel paths unaided. They may be bound, but only the protection of your gods will fully shield you from their malice. They are forbidden from the earth that is our right. How interesting. Vir Dirthara, Homecoming. The pages of this book, Memory, describe an elf approaching a city of glass spire so deeply blue they ache. The city's outskirts are wrapped in lakes of mist, and figures stroll along the pearly, glowing strips as if they walked on solid ground. Groves of trees woven into enormous parks shelter elves in quiet hollows, while other elves walk below a river churning along an invisible shoal in the air. The scene hums with quiet talk and contentment as the Memory's maker reaches the city's gates, already thrown open wide. More stuff to find. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Modify weapons. Yes, right. Okay, we're also not going to worry about doing this playthrough because I think we are going to be fine without it. But this is enchantment stuff. Yeah. The very private diary of Sandal Fedek. Do not read. Sandal! 2 Kingsway, 941. Enchantment. 19 Harvestmere, 941. Enchantment. 11 Firstfall, 941. Enchantment. 15 Herring, 941. These are all fantasy months. Enchantment. 7 Winter March, 942. Enchantment. 30 Winter March, 942. Enchantment. 5 Guardian, 942. Enchantment. 21 Draconis, 942. Enchantment. 16 Cloudreach, 942. Enchantment. Really gathering what effort it took for Yuri Lowenthal to really evoke a lot of different emotions just with the word enchantment, you know? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about checking stuff. I got tempted for a second, but no. Okay. Have I looped all the way around? I have. Okay, sweet. Oh boy, this is another...
Anderan, know this. An unknown person, not of the Qunari, recently woke the librarians.
An unknown person. Could this be our agent of Fen'Harel?
Could it?
The librarians facilitated learning before the fracture, before the fall. Now, beware them. They are unwell.
They are unwell. Thank you. I was a bit away from her. That was this archivist coming out of the skull.
Greetings.
Hi. I have questions for you.
What did the old elves use this place for?
This is the Vir Dirthara,
The living knowledge of the Empire. The libraries of every city. The wisdom of every court. A connecting place whose paths are in disarray.
What put this place into disarray?
The Vir Dirthara was made with world and fade. When they sundered, so did we. Paths broke, knowledge fragmented, many were trapped. I preserved their last words.
What were these old elves' last words?
What happened? Where are the paths? Where are the paths? God save me, the floor is gone. Do not let me fall. Do not let me... on this spot, that is all.
Interesting.
I'm looking for a Qunari named Vir Dirthara. Do you know what she wants here?
Vir Dirthara, yes. She uses scholars and mages for study. They fear this place, but they seek to know the Veil.
What does Vir Dirthara want to know about the Veil?
I regret I do not have more information. I am sundered from myself. If you discover another one of me nearer the Qunari, I may know more. Kindly give it my greetings. I have not thought with myself for some time.
I could learn so much about my people. What were they like? How long is our history?
I will try to recall, honored patron, but there are gaps, breaks. Greetings, laughter, emasal, forms out of air, light, memories. And yet there are so many broken paths at every... missing.
Stop, please, stop. You don't need to hurt yourself.
Yes, wisdom from compassion. Yes, I will stop. Apologies. I knew all once. We knew. With the break, only fragments or knowledge new since the fall.
We'll be going now.
Wisdom guide you.
Good old coal. Anything? Oh, sure. Sure, I can buy and sell stuff from this skeleton. Hi. What are you? Yeah, you're a shield. Huh. Are those guys just stuck there?
There, Qunari. On that upside-down island.
They have a camp.
They have a camp. That's correct, yes. Uh-huh.
That repaired some steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted eluvian must lead to the Qunari.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I've gone quiet because I'm trying to like... I'm trying to spare you all my weird gurgling throat. This is what I get for taking a break to eat. My throat gets so gurgly after I eat, or when I drink a lot, which I do drink a lot on stream, but to have done both, truly a mistake, an error. Perhaps if I'd eaten a little slower. Okay, another one of these.
Did you notice? Your anchor is flaring up near magic. Elven magic.
It doesn't hurt when I cast spells. What's causing this?
I'm not sure. Tell us if it gets worse.
Thanks for looking out for me, Dorian. Vir Dirthara, a flowering imago? The pages of this book, memory, describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and blossoms as large as ponds, petals as long as a man, and scents puffing out like citron and sky and carrion death. The day the last of the vines fold, spent and extinct, the creator of this memory weeps and, after recording the flower's sights and sounds, enters Uthanira. Uthanira is the, magical ancient elven slumber thing that they would do that apparently Solus was doing. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind, and so much more than the last of me. Okay. We have a supply cache that we don't quite need yet. Hi, Falcon. Yeah, you know what? I would say I have done some trespassing lately. Certainly people have been trespassing against me. I've been trespassing against them. Okay, let's check these corners that don't have mirrors in them first. Yeah, okay. We want to get over there. We want to get over there. There's all these things, and then we have two mirrors we can go through. Oh, listen to Cole. Gladly.
Back when I was a spirit, this wouldn't have bothered me. Now it's all wrong.
No. Oh. He glitched. There we go. Sorry, everyone. Freaked you all out. Okay, we're gonna do the right first. The right coming into this area. Sundered Hall. Sure. It does seem a bit sundered, I'll give you that. Ooh. Yeah. L's writing. Those are some hardcore looking. I was gonna say Hala, but they're kind of almost too hardcore for that. Maybe I shouldn't underestimate the Hala. Okay, we're gonna loop around. Try and take this one floor at a time. Ooh. Hello. Fade Touch Honeycomb. Sure. That's cool. Little spinning island. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, and that's where we came from. Okay, cool. Okay, well, up we go. It's kind of Fantasia. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. It is kind of Fantasia. So many upside down places. Is this a stair? This is not a stair. It's like we seem to be just in another place in the Crossroads from the way that the sky is shimmering and stuff. I thought for a second that these were.
These Qunari are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Look at their eyes. They died in fear.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that. See, that looks nice. That's fun down there. Hello. Can you answer more questions from here?
Welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall.
Yeah,
How could the Dread Wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evenuris will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done? Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between
Seem
our
to
world and
be.
the Fade?
If it's true, that means the Fade and the waking world were once one and the same.
Interesting. Oh, the archivist is gone. I was gonna see if I could ask you more questions, archivist. All right, well, let's go through this mirror, I guess. Solus, you doofus! What'd you do, buddy?
Look at this place. Now that we have so many samples, how hard would it be to build eluvians of our own?
Mirrors to places that mirror what you've seen in those places.
Is that approval? Hard to tell with you.
Sorry, I don't know either.
After these past few years, it would just be good to create something magical that is also helpful for a change.
Is that wise?
If I get around to it, I'll send you an eluvian, Cassandra. Striking women can never be flattered by too many reflections.
If you get around to it, shall I be forced to accept?
If they're gonna stuff me into politics, I've got to have some fun on the side.
Well, that was a fun exchange. That was a fun group of people to have for that exchange. Also, so fair when Dorian's like, I can't tell if that was approval or not. Oh, I need some Veilfire. I can't tell if that was approval or not. And Cole is like, that's because I don't know if it was approval or not. Hey, you don't always have to know your own mind, you know? Okay, lower archives, sure. Oh boy, okay, there's a few things to read here. Vir Dirthara, the deepest Fade. The pages of this book memory are instructions on how to reach the deepest parts of the Fade. Realms so far removed, they are unmarked by dreamers. Like the Black City? Epiphany requires a mind smooth as mirror glass, still as stone. Put aside 10 years for practice and the next 100 for searching. Oh, that's too many. What others have learned will ease your journey. Those who never manifested outside the Fade will find it easier to find its stillest roots, but it is rare the compulsion overtakes our brethren of air. Interesting. Vir Dirthara, raising the Sonalium. Pages of this book memory describe a heated argument between a group of well-dressed elves inside an elaborately arced pavilion on an island floating in the void. In the distance, haloed by a blizzard of light, thousands of elves are maintaining an elaborate magical ritual that pulls raw essence from the Fade, funneled into a sphere of air. Though the lens of the sphere can be seen a world of indigo waterfalls and rust-red jungles, and through the lens of the sphere can be seen a world of indigo waterfalls and rust-red jungles and a temple palace so frescoed and cleverly carved, it is a masterpiece in itself. The well-dressed elves shouting crows so loud it can be heard over the magic. One leaps at another, howling and pulling out a knife burning with prismatic flame. Architects of the Grand Sonalium, a gift from Blessed Celeste to clever June as thanks for a great favor. Yes, okay. In friendly debate over the color of the palace's roof trim. Sorry, I was trying to remember. It's like Celeste. I feel like we did learn how to say that. Celeste? I forget. I'll have to jump back to my Temple of Mythal stream and teach myself how to say it again. What's this? What's this book? Harden Hightown, chapter by Varric Tethras? Donnan wipes spilled ale off the bar, listening to the cries of the birds and the crashing of waves outside. Another slow day on the Amaranthine coast. The tavern didn't get many visitors, just a little too far south of the Antivan border to catch the caravans, but he hadn't opened it to make a profit. He poured a glass of plum brandy from a chipped decanter and carried it out to the patio, where an impressive Orlesian mustache was keeping company with an old grey warden playing a minuet on a lute. Dorian handed the brandy to the warden in some deference to his mustache, and the gentleman accepted it with grace, placing the glass on the table before finishing the last measure of his song. You have my thanks, guardsman. The Orlesian... you have my thanks, guardsman. The Orlesian set the lute on a nearby chair and allowed the brandy to approach his mustache. The mustache did not appear impressed with the vintage. It's just dawning these days, he replied, looking out over the waves. My time in the Kirkwall Guard is over. I spent so many years in and around the City of Chains, said the warden sighed. We're both lucky to have escaped her clutches. The sun was setting behind them, drawing long shadows on the ground that stretched toward the sea. Maybe. Dorian shrugged, watching the waves turn dark in the distance. Some days, not sure all of me made it out. To what we've left behind. The Orlesian raised his glass in a toast, and the two men watched the light fade over the ocean in peace. So I was tempted to bring Varric with me just for that, because he does react to it, because he has not written that yet. It may be something he's thinking about. It's something he bounced around, what he would like to have be the end of
These blocks are heading toward that upside-down eluvian.
Perfect.
Can we trust this magic?
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Vir Dirthara is helping us find what we need.
Maybe. Okay. Time to explore more. Okay. Oh, I didn't find... okay, so if I find somewhere... I don't think it must not be on this island. But I have to remember to come back to this island if and when I find some Veilfire. Anything on the outskirts, on the outside? Ooh, look at those green waves. What's this a wreck of? It's like, can I get up here? It's just, I think I can get up there other places. Yeah, that's, the stairs go there. Okay. Yeah, and then that's where we discharge that. Okay. Well, there must be, I must remember to come back here with... It might just be a schematic or something, in which case we won't really worry about using it, but I don't know, sometimes they're memories or something. They're usually schematics, but sometimes they're lore. Hello. We have people waiting for us. Hi, look at you. There's a whole mess of ya, huh? Let's all just focus on one person. No, I gotta stop switching who I'm targeting. Woohoo! Alright, calm down, calm down. It's like I was still doing so much. Okay, well, that was exciting. But everything's fine. Back to the other eluvian. Why am I finding this place easier to navigate? Maybe just because the areas are smaller. So I just have to navigate each one individually. Anybody here? Anybody waiting for me? Anchor blast. Discharging the anchor now deals damage to nearby enemies. Interesting.
Inquisitor, we must look at your hand.
The pain stopped.
The magic here wakes it. Familiar, strong, ripping apart again, all again.
Concerning. Well, you know, I guess we can have some potions, but I'm kind of tempted to, I guess there's 2 here. I'm kind of tempted to go through the other mirror first, because we're doing all right. I can come back if I need to. Broken Tower. Looking for a scholar's retreat. That's when it's going to be important for me to find stuff. Well, you guys look like you could be. You could hold Veilfire if you believed in yourself.
More dead Qunari with terrified expressions.
Uh-oh. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not worried. Okay, once again, we're going to do the floor we're on first. Yeah. Ooh, don't fall off. Is this? I was like, oh, this is it. This isn't leading anywhere. Hey, you guys go back. Go back. I made a mistake. Oh, fine. I'll switch characters to get us out of here. Okay. Oh, I'm still stuck in this little corner, huh? Okay. Well, I think that's everything then. Up we go! I want to hum the In Hushed Whispers thing, because it's not totally the In Hushed Whispers music, it's just like the same like chord progression drone thing happening. So I just want to start humming it.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end Fen'Harel. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the Dread Wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. Fen'Harel's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So, the Ancient Elven Empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic.
If what we're hearing is true, this would have been a disaster beyond measure.
Do you realize what this means? What this place is? The actual history of the elves could change everything.
Ah! It sure seems that way, don't it? Scholar's Retreat! Okay. We're gonna look so hard to find. I'm just spamming this search function. Okay. Oh, sure. Sure. Now, can I get around another way? I don't really want to explode to get to the other side. Now that my discharge, it does stuff. Okay. Research notes. These loose pages are scattered about as if abandoned in a great hurry. Algebraic-looking formulae crawl across the pages, spiked with dense annotations in Kunlot. Interesting.
This looks like technical notes. What did the Qunari come here to learn?
What a deed.
I recognize some formulas. The Qunari are trying to prove theoretical magic of some kind.
Oh. To be honest, that's kind of fun. When the Dread Wolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Sure. A lot of whispering. Okay. Well. That seemed painful. And read. The treachery of the wolf. Okay, this is what I believe I needed to find. Yep. Okay. The pages of this book. Memory warn of a terrible danger. A wolf with slavering black jaws and pits for eyes. The Evanurus, the elven gods, stand in a ring around it, as if preventing it from attacking. Beware the forms of Fen'Harel. The dread wolf comes in humble guises. A wanderer who knows much of the people and their spirits. He will offer advice that seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Remember the price of treason, and keep in your heart the mercy of your gods. Oh, do you think I can get through this? Ooh. Oh, well, I didn't die, so that's nice. The frescoes, yes, yes. Let's take a look at them. Yeah. Interesting. Sure. Anyway, who's that? I don't know. Could be anyone. All ancient elves are bald. Okay. I guess I should drink a potion. Okay, that's the thing I gotta...
That should be enough stairs. Let's see if we can reach the inverted eluvian now.
You got it. These nice little candles all around it. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like they're the same. They're just one's broken. Can I get up there? Did I miss a way to get up there? Surely they wouldn't allow me to. Surely not. I mean, even if I can, it would be such a... Yeah, okay. If I am allowed up there, I have not the skill to do it. Okay, where did I come from? Where's my eluvian? There it is. Okay. I was like, I could have sworn it was below, but then we went below to get the other thing, and it's all fine. Everything's fine. All right. Are there any fun... Yeah, I thought there might be. I thought there might be some fun fellas over here. Hello! Oh man, I almost got you off the ledge. Okay, let's try it. That didn't seem to do much to them. And now Dorian's down. Oh, don't... Who stabbed me in the back? Fucking rude. Ah! Stop that! Oh boy. Oh boy. They fell over there. I'll just guard Dorian's body, and then if I can bring him back, I will. I could just help him back manually, but then he doesn't come back with any help. Oh my gosh, we're so close. We're so close. We're so close. There we go. But I wanted to bring him back with my powers because I would bring him back full health versus the fight just ending. Stay out of range though, Dorian. My darling. Don't let him hit you. You're too precious. Oh my god, everything's in my way. Ah! The way he's running behind this wall and I'm just like tracking him and just hitting the wall would be badass if I could throw through walls. Hi. Oh, hello. Alright. Okay. Hey. We did it, everybody. Okay, how is everybody doing? You're good. You're good. Okay, you could use a potion. I could use another potion. I'll use the last one, and then we will re-up on potions through the other door. Ah, hello.
They're the librarians.
Hi.
Hello.
Me and Cole on the same wavelength there, huh? Hello. You sounded a little nervous. Hey, ow, what? Ah, yikes, yikes, ah, yikes, yikes, yikers. Woo. Spiders, spiders, spider warning. Oh, I did creepy. Stop it, don't do that. Oh goodness, okay, that seems bad. I want away from it. Okay. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Drink a potion, my boy. Okay. Ah! Ah! No! I need to just move fast enough to get me back up. There we go. Oh, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. No problem. Hey. Hey. You know, that did not do as much to them as I would like, so I'm gonna use this instead. Oh boy. Where is Dorian? Where are you? Where are you, darling? Oh, there he is. I see him. I see him. Oh gosh, but I can't really get to him. Ow! Don't! Stop it! Stop it! Okay, Dorian, come back, my darling! Ah! Cole wants to be friends with every spirit. He wants to at least give them a chance. He sounded nervous about that one, like he wasn't so sure that that was gonna work out. But he was still gonna try, you know? Still gonna try with a hello. Oh boy. You are some tough motherfuckers. Oh no. Oh Cole. Oh Cole. Oh darling. Okay. Oh my, all my sweet children. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Get away from me. Okay. All right, Cole. Where did you go, Dan? Oh, you're up. Dorian must have got you. Oh. Ah. That was our first real nail biter of the DLC. Look at all these bodies. Oh boy. Man, good thing we re-upped our supplies there. We fucking just burned through all our potions again. Okay, Cole's good, Cassandra's good, it's just Dorian who needs just the one. Tough librarians, you know? I'm always saying that about librarians. They could kill ya. Pen is mightier than the sword. Anti-venom requisition on the coast is completed, huh? That's a quest from 2 years ago. Gosh, I don't know why I'm collecting all this spider ichor. What am I gonna do with it even? Oh, something to read. Don't mind if I do. Vir Dirthara, Birds of Fancy. The pages of this book, Memory, describe a pair playing, colliding in the air, bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance is fluid, roiling, never-ending, lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls for years, a promise never to be parted, whatever ages come. An annoyed thought intrudes, from one who marked this memory after it was recorded. By the gods, find a private chamber! It is a little spicy. Saucy little memory. Okay. Okay. Alright, I should go back through the eluvian. Alright. Oh. Oh, there's more books. Vir Dirthara Duel of 100 Years. The pages of this book, Memory, show a narrow plateau on top of a mountain. 2 armored figures, one in gold, one in black, are fighting in the snow. Steel flickers so fast the air hums. Blood dots the ground. They do not stop for breath. The one in black makes no sound as a blade parts his throat. Mythal, in her wisdom, interceded in an argument between Algernon and Ferelden. With clever words, she convinced them to settle their grievance through a battle of their champions. Algernon and Ferelden agreed and set their champions against each other rather than declare war among the gods. May those nights long be remembered and Mythal's wisdom praised. Mythal always having to talk down the other gods. Vir Dirthara, attentive listener. The pages of this book, Memory, show a solemn group of elves in an amphitheater of living wood. Entire trees grown into seats and stairs for the listeners to recline on. 2 other elves and a spirit of learning are speaking in turn on ways to bend the properties of the material world when casting spells. At the end, the spirit, with the air of a senior lecturer, floats forward and booms in a surprisingly deep voice. The unchanging world is delicate. Spells of power invite disaster and annihilation. The unchanging world is stubborn. The pull of the earth fiercely resists, making fire run like water or stone rise like mist. The unchanging world rings with its own harmony. Listen with fearless hearts, and great works will unfold. I really don't know how to do a deep voice. Okay, one more round just to make sure I didn't, miss anything. Yes, it seems like I kinda did. Okay, that's the way we got up. This is the other way we got up. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm just going to check out these bookshelves on this side and make sure, but I think we did it. Wait, I came through there. Does that mean... Hold on. Hold your horses. Did I go through... Anything down here? No, okay, there's... Oh, there is a mirror down here. Did I go through this one? What's your deal? Oh. Hello. Oh. Yes, okay, no, I remember this. I'm gonna end up back here. I'm gonna end up on that other side at some point. I'm sure of it. Mark my words. Now the backside of the eluvian looks whack. Okay. Oops. I just want to take shortcuts across everything. And it seldom works out. Okay. Yes, yes, okay. I know where we are. We're back. Okay. Let's see, there's an... That's where we got those one egg. Okay. Here we go.
Survivor of the Breach. Herald of Change. Hero of the South.
Oh, hey, girl.
The Vidasala, I presume.
After fulfilling your purpose at the Breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
Uh-huh. My mark... I mean, it's a danger if I want it to be. And it's a danger to me, it would seem.
It's not too late to put our weapons down and talk.
There's no need to pretend that you're blind to what you've begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the south defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
Is that what Dragon's Breath is for? Murdering our heads of state just to control our magic?
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fen'Harel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why do you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Darvarad.
So easy, just kill the Inquisitor. No problem. Oh dear, I heard help Dorian. I guess they did go straight to him. Oh, none of that barrier business. Is there a Sarabas somewhere? How'd you get a barrier? Excuse me. I don't know if y'all just heard Dorian shout, "I'm too pretty to die!" I agree, Dorian, among other things. Oh no, down he goes. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. I got you, dude. Okay, they're tough, but we're making our way through them. We're getting them. Okay, can I get both of you in this dispel? Oh, I did. Nice. Cool. Whoa! 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 Okay, well, I do still want to kill him first. So you're almost dead. Oh boy. Oh, we lost Cole. We lost Cole. We lost my son! Okay, where are you? We lost him in the water, too. Unfortunate. Where are you? Where are you? I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, Dorian. Dorian is down without being down. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no. Just like Buffy. That was just like... Oh, did we defeat everyone? Okay. Yes, drink potions. Okay.
Demons, dragons, and even darkspawn. Now Qunari. I wonder if we will ever run out of things to fight.
I'm just pleased it isn't Venatori. For once, Tevinter isn't the problem.
He's so happy. People have been trying to kill the Inquisitor for years, and yet she stands. Right? A would-be god tried to kill me. You think your cute little entourage can do it? Foolish. Foolish. Adorable, but foolish. Okay. Tattered note. The scrap of parchment is written in both Kunlot and the common tongue, although the letters in Kunlot are shaky. Please excuse my Kunlot. Its subtleties elude me, even with your patient teaching. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants, leaving on an errand. We are hiding where you told us, waiting for signs that Dragon's Breath has begun. Victory is in the Qun. Okay.
No wonder the Qunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Qunari spies.
I mean, again, I think we knew that from the Elven Qunari agent that we've met. Just gonna keep spamming. We're gonna go up there last, so I will sort of skip it for now. Ooh. Is that... Oh, it's loot. Sure. Found a keystone. Probably make use of that. Yes, okay. We're just gonna keep setting off that up there. All this is a nice view. And you know what? A nice view it is. This is cool. I guess we're the upside down ones now, huh? Okay. Now, there's a trick to getting up there. Oh, do I need to destroy this? Nah, I think it's just a target for target practice. The Risk of Sarabas. This sheaf on notes is written mostly in Kunlot, but select paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. The hurricanes probably rotate the other way here. Sure. Those born outside the Qun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with a loss of the self. Those of the Qun since birth do not understand why we risk using Sarabas. We have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems impossible they could ever do anything but drown. It is right that we enlighten you so your purpose here is clear. We have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the Fade. This veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Thus does every action carry rightness, and all paths converge. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. In our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that, we risk our lives. The Sarabas who have joined in this endeavor understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of Ashkari Koslun. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. For peace, we will endure any horror here. We will create a safer world or destroy the old one. Okay.
These are Vir Dirthara's papers. She brought mages here to research strengthening the Veil. It explains why the Qunari thought it was worth camping here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think that's still the same chest. Well, I don't know if it'll be worth the trouble, but I'm gonna try and get up there. Mm-hmm. Everyone's favorite platformer, Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Ah! Oh, look at that. I really didn't think I was going to be able to make that jump. Ooh, a superb amulet of evasion. What does a darling Cole have? I feel like I gave him a collection of oh, there's so many fun amulets. Oh yes, he used to have this. Okay. Well, maybe I'll worry about all this stuff off stream. Ooh, do you have... No, you still have the bestest knives. Ooh. Isn't that fun? Stinking Cheater is the name of this. Of this. Wow, I think it's better too. Let's see. Oh, now I do like the maximum health increase and defense. Ooh, and yeah, there's a lot of good stuff about the one that she's currently holding. +5 constitution ain't bad. Ooh, chance to spawn a toxic. Okay, all right, fine. We're gonna make Cassandra smelly. Okay, I'm gonna worry about going through the rest of the armor and stuff. Cassandra's current armor is too pretty for me not to have her in it, you know? And that's what's important. You all know that's what's important. Ooh, hello. She must be the divine. She is the divine, and so what else can she be but the divine? Divine in her divine armor. Hi, I'll talk with you in a minute. Just hold on. Just continue to look at... Wow, that is reflecting the sun. Uh-huh. Okay, let's see. What angle can I get at here? Is there a reason for me to go into the... Oh, there's... Oh, because there's stuff on the other side over there. I see. Okay. I said... Okay. Well, that got me. Oh, well. Give myself at least a half health.
Visitors, patrons,
see, that's the eluvian we came out on the other side of. Halls are open.
Can you tell me where a Qunari called Vir Dirthara went?
Yes, we heard much, although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Darvarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder.
I have a keystone.
I found a keystone with one of the Qunari.
Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira.
Oh, thanks.
It glows. It will open the way to the Darvarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the cards. I can now raise one. if you wish to go.
Thanks.
You've been very helpful.
Vir Dirthara was what the Elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One Elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew. Farewell, patrons. Would that I could have greeted you whole.
Okay. Yeah, so here we are. Back to this little area. Which we've nicely explored everything. Yeah, I think I want to go back to this one. And just go the opposite way on the bridge. A good and dutiful archivist. Yeah. No, I do. I know we only interact with them briefly, but I don't know. I like the archivists. They're cool. And the vibes are chill. Okay. I don't remember if this leads to a cutscene or not. I feel like frequently when we leave these places, it leads to the next cutscene.
Your agents confirm there are Gatlock battles in Denerim's palace?
Yes, and in Val Royeaux and across the Free Marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
The Qunari are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
There is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Yay?
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
Well... no, I think I'm upset about this.
This is our fault.
Fault? No. But our responsibility.
Ah, nicely put, Leliana.
How did it happen?
The elven servant handling the barrels confessed to working for the Qunari.
But the servant was Orlaisian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
Oh no!
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing. I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Qunari turned them into spies.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
A few years ago, we railed at the mages at Redcliffe for becoming corrupt. We did the same to the Grey Wardens. Look at us now.
But we gave them
I
second
fought
chances.
to protect the Inquisition in this Exalted Council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Qunari body. You all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
Shit, damn it! We save Ferelden, and they're angry. We save Orlais, and they're angry. We close the breach twice, and my own hand wants to kill me. Could one thing in this fucking world just stay fixed? I need to get to the Davarad. You can all fight amongst yourselves once I'm back.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
Yeah, I think they gotta know.
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened. I will inform them personally.
My heart!
I can... No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the eluvian, in case the Qunari attack the palace.
Make a watch over you.
Oh, that was abrupt. We got abruptly punted from that. Ooh, look, it's night out. Ooh, you know what though? I think we will call it here and finish next time. I think that'll give the finale enough time to breathe. And I feel like our companions will have stuff to say. I don't actually know that they will, but I'll go talk to them all. But yeah, I think we'll call it here. And we'll finish up next week. You are very welcome, Falcane. Very, very welcome. Yeah, I love this DLC. And that is the best. I don't think I chose it the first time, which is a shame because the first time I played is the only time I played as the other voice. So I actually haven't heard her performance of that line. But I think I chose it my second playthrough, and I've chosen it and will choose it every time since, because it's like the aggressive response to that is such a good like culmination of like, yeah, it's my favorite option as well, because it's just, and I feel like it fits literally any Inquisitor, because it's like there's so much pressure on her at that point, and like all of her closest companions are disagreeing, and then her hand explodes. It's like fucking what are we even doing anymore? And yeah, and then there's just a very Alex Woolton Regan, who is the voice that we went with for Inquisitor. I think her delivery is very good. It makes me, I've got that, I wouldn't say, not quite, the pre-tearing up feeling you get in your eyes? I got that. Yeah, because it's just like angry. Just so upset, just everything is going wrong, nothing's going right, and just like the way she looks, again, there's a lot that's implied in this DLC in terms of what's been going on with the Inquisitor for the last 2 years, and I think that's the right way to go, because it lets you kind of fill in the gaps for yourself, how like your Inquisitor has been feeling and coping with the last 2 years, but like I feel like the way she looks at her hand when it's going off in the very beginning of the DLC, when she's just like alone in the chamber before Mother Giselle joins her, and you get the impression that this has been happening a lot, and that she suspects she's in trouble. And with Solus gone, Solus being the last person to have been able to stop the hand from killing her, it's kind of like, what do you do? Also, there's no more rifts. It stabilizes when you close rifts, but like we've closed pretty much all the rifts. And like, yeah, anyway, so it feels like this has been building, and then it like having it happen after this last section where your companions are starting to notice. Well, first if you talk to Cole knows what's up. Cole just knows what's up. So there's that. But with Dorian being like, hey, let us know if it gets worse, and being worried, and then the next time it goes off again, Cassandra being like, oh, we need to have someone look at it. But like the unspoken follow-up to that is like, who's gonna look at it? Nobody knows how to fix this. There's no way to fix this. And so I don't know, I feel like for me, I always feel like I'm playing it as though the Inquisitor kind of is like, I'm dying and I don't know how to tell my friends that, so I'm just kind of not responding when they're saying these things, like being concerned, and they're still in the problem solving stage, and like we're kind of in that this has been going on for a while, and like I truly don't know what we do to fix this. Which leads to like this scene where that it goes off in the middle of her companions arguing, and it's just like, I don't have time for any of this. I don't know how long. Like, it's clearly getting worse. The rate at which it's getting worse seems to be exponential. And then she does a good delivery of like, you can all argue. I can't remember the exact line but she does the one that she just did, but it's like, you can all argue after I'm, and there's a pause, and then she's like, after I'm back. And like, she was totally going to say dead. She was totally going to say after I'm dead. You can all argue about this after I'm dead. Like, anyway, and it's very like, I just, at this point in the DLC playing the first time, I was like, is the Inquisitor going to die? And maybe, but yeah, anyway, so I don't know. I have a lot of emotions. I love the Inquisitor. And I think this DLC is very well done. And the progression of this anchor power is very well done, in that it's like, yeah, we have the first one where like, okay, now that it's going off, we can just like use it as a light. I guess that's kind of cool. Oh, now it's going off and exploding in energy and hurting people around us. I guess that's less cool, but it's all, or that's cool for combat purposes. But what's less cool is you can see in the animation that it like, she kind of takes a second to recover, and it's kind of the impression is this is the first time that using the anchor for combative reasons is like hurting her. Anyway. Anyway, it's a great DLC. I love it. It's a great time. I'm excited to finish it up next week. Yeah, I don't recall how long this last section takes. As you can tell from it being night and the buildup of that last scene, that we're getting into the end game of the end game now. So we'll definitely get it done next stream. I just don't remember how long it will be. So it could end up being a really short stream where I just talk for a long time afterwards. But maybe it will be like a 2-3 hour stream still. Maybe there's still a lot of exploring and stuff for me to read and stuff. Though I feel like the library has the most stuff to read, but I only feel that way because it's a library. I don't actually remember if that's the case or not. But yeah, maybe I'll try to set it up. Maybe I'll play around with one of my other saves and try to set it up so that this next time when I go into the Crossroads, I'll like save and then pop quickly over to one of my other playthroughs so you can see the difference, like immediately compare the difference between how the elves see the Crossroads and how non-elves see the Crossroads. But yeah, great story. Very good, very intense, very fun. And like just so many cool settings. Like that whole last section is very neat. I love a good weird floating islands, and you throw in them being randomly upside down. Love that too. So yeah. Anyway, I'll do my sign out. Might as well take advantage of the fact that I'm ending now to go to bed at a maybe reasonable hour. We'll find out. We'll see. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, my like previously ons and all that, if you want a quick refresher of what's been going on, I've got some previously ons to recap what's happened so far over on my YouTube. Sleep, yay indeed. I do love sleep. I'm QuiteContraryTV over on YouTube as well as Twitch, but here's the direct link. You can also find all my VODs there. So if you want to watch some of these streams to catch up on, or you missed last week's or what have you, this is only the second stream of Trespasser, so there's only one stream, though it is quite long. There's only one stream to catch up on there. And again, if you don't have time for that, I do have the previously on recap of the whole game, and then a shorter one that's just of the finale of the main campaign of Inquisition. So you can check me out there. Like I said, I'm QuiteContraryTV over on YouTube as well as here. I'm also QuiteContraryTV everywhere on the internet, so pretty easy to find. But if you prefer direct links, I do have a link tree that you can follow right here that will take you to all my various social media. I'm not really active on Twitter anymore, but I update when I stream on my Instagram stories, threads, and Blue Sky, and I will try to keep those posted as I get closer and closer to my hiatus/chaos schedule time. I'll try to update what I think may or may not happen in terms of stream schedule then. Meanwhile, while you're when the hiatus comes and you're missing me, but you're like, I'm not missing you so much that I'll watch super long stream VODs. Do you have something more bite-sized? I do. My friends and I have a YouTube channel called Polychrome where we play video games together. We talk about nerdy stuff. We review things. It's a good time. You should check it out. And if you like what you see there and you like the people that you see there, they all have Twitch channels as well. A lot of them are more casual streamers, so just give them a follow so that you can see when they might go live. Venomous Go TV is back from his hiatus. He streams on Sunday evenings, so check him out. Otherwise, just give everyone else a follow so you can see when they're either back from their hiatuses or just, with some of them are more casual streamers. So you'll just get notifications when they're streaming just periodically. What else? What else? Is that everything? That's everything. That's all I gotta say. So thanks again for joining. I really appreciate y'all. This is so, I just love Dragon Age. I just love it so much. I'm sad we're almost done Inquisition. I'm gonna miss it. So yeah. Offstream Mary will just start another play. No, Offstream Mary will finally finish Veilguard at some point, is what I'll do. So anyway, as for what's coming next, it will depend a bit on I don't know. There's a good chance that I may dive right into Mass Effect next. I was going to maybe do another short game in between if I finish Trespasser fast enough. And maybe I still will. I'll take a look at what shorter games I have in my library, and I'll maybe do something on a weekend somewhere here. But I do have a very busy, very, very, very busy July. So, it may just be a straight up hiatus. May not even be chaos schedule. May just be a straight up hiatus where I don't stream at all until August. August is potentially busy too, but that one's more up in the air. I don't know what's happening in August yet. So again, social media to stay tuned to find out what the heck is going on with my schedule. In the meantime, I should be back next Thursday for the finale of Trespasser. I finished The Witness. That's done. So my Monday morning streams are going to be a new game. We're going to do pools. And I might be able to do next Monday. I have to figure out. I'm going away for the weekend again, but I also have a lot to do, so it may be a short enough trip that I am back in time for a Monday morning stream. Either way, I missed Monday this week, so I will try and find a morning somewhere to make it so I don't go 2 weeks without a morning stream. But that's what we're looking forward to there. So in the meantime, everybody take care of yourselves. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time of day it might be for you. I will see you later. Goodbye.